Treasure
here, back with
Million.
another video. So we got Megan Thee Stallion here. Let me get right into it.
Okay.
Cheating. Had me around your whole family playing house. Then got cold feet.
What?
Holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and the treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. Bitch, I need a real break after this one. Bye, yo.
Oh, hell
Megan.
nah.
Poor Megan. She didn't deserve this.
She didn't deserve this. This is what happens when you give everything to somebody. They play in your face.
You never really know somebody. You never really know somebody, guys. This man had her at home playing house.
Playing house.
Meeting
with
his family.
Cooking with his mother. And behind her back, you were messing with other bitches. Can you imagine the trauma she's probably going through?
Doing up Thanksgiving meals. I remember seeing their TikTok. She would be going to the golf place with
Literally
him.
supporting him
through all his different hobbies and life and activities. And yet, you still did what you did. You had Megan the freaking Stallion. Hello. Have we seen her?
It's like, this is what I don't be getting. They be cheating on Megan Thee Stallion. They be cheating on Beyonce. What kind of woman are these men looking for?
Cardi B, same thing. Like, nobody's safe, bro.
Nicki with Meek. The list goes on and on. So we don't want to sit here and say, oh man. But however, it's looking like, oh man.
It's starting to look like, oh man. I'm not going to lie, guys.
I heard an analogy. They said, if someone gave you a bag of cookies and they said, one of these cookies is not chocolate. It's made out of shit.
Else, yes.
And they gave you that bag and said, you don't get to look in the bag and see and smell which one is shit. You just have to pick a cookie. Are you going to risk putting your hand in that bag and picking a cookie that was made out of poo?
Probably not.
You're not doing it. So that's why it feels like, oh man, because we'd rather just tell you to keep the cookie bag. We don't want it. We don't want to risk eating a shit cookie. We don't want to risk taking a bad man.
When you see stuff like this happen time again with the cookies, you don't want to dibble dabble anymore. You don't want to get that bad egg in the bunch. You don't want that.
Exactly. So right now we're going to go through her message and break down what she's really saying.
This man want to talk about some he got cold feet. After how many months you don't got cold feet? You guys have been doing up lovebirds, couple goals, this goes, every goal in life, and now you want to tell me it's cold feet.
Do you know what?
You don't get that.
Exactly, and it's a pattern as well. Why is it, some men, for the sake of it, I'm just going to say some men.
Why is it that you guys get angry in the comments now?
Why is it that some men, you go through months of acting like you want to be in a good relationship, acting like you want to be with a girl, playing house, telling them to meet your family, doing all this, posting them, parading the girl around like this is the one, just to turn around and say you got cold feet. Like you was already being a loyal person and acting like a relationship, and now you want to turn around and say you don't want to actually be in one. Why do you people do that?
All of a sudden something has changed, something switched in your brain, or is it another woman is now cooking? Because one thing about y'all men, y'all don't know when to just give it up, leave it. You have a wife, you have a girlfriend at home, somebody who probably was even thinking marriage with you for the long run, and yet you get cold feet over what?
Right, and then they want to turn around and say patriarchy and all this shit, that they're the better gender. How are you the better gender? You don't even have self-control. You don't have discipline.
No self-control.
You can't take a step back and realize the situation that you're in, the things that you have in your life, and before making
enough. It's actually enough. You have enough. They don't have any. They lack emotional intelligence.
And you know what? We want to sit here and say, oh, before we thought he was a good man and all that, but how good of a man could you really be to do this to someone?
You never really know someone. That's what that shows
exactly. And we know it's a lack of discipline. You know what? It's just a low IQ because you're not even thinking about what it can do to the person.
They're only
thinking about yourself and your own pleasure.
No regard for any other person.
Like you didn't think about, and bear in mind, he's famous, so you're not even thinking about the backlash she would get, the backlash you would get, the problems it would cause in your relationship,
your career,
your family. None of that. You just thought in the moment, I want some pussy, and that was it. That's the problem. You don't think before you do stuff, and yet you're the better gender. I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense.
And I also want to highlight the mood swings. So what Megan said, holding you down through all the horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know. Now you don't know.
Now you're confused. Now you don't know.
Because one thing when it comes to men during their sports, whether they play sports, whether they don't play sports, or they watch it, they're the worst.
They're the worst. Why?
The worst.
You know what? That's a separate issue we even need to address. Why is it when you lose a game or you're watching a game and your team loses, you feel like the first person that needs to get that backlash is your wife or your girlfriend?
You have to take it out on them. What did they do to?
What did they do? They're not the one on the pitch. They don't have no control over the match.
They didn't even watch. They didn't even watch it. They don't even like it.
Exactly. What? You're turning around saying she's saying that you're giving her horrible treatment for it. I'm sorry. Is she the basketball player or are you? And she don't do NBA. Crazy? You do. So it's your fault, nigga.
You know what's so crazy? Yeah. And for her to even have highlighted that, guys, in her message, that's how you know it must have been bad. It must have been bad. And look, she was showing us all the happy videos, and that's what I'm saying. You never really know someone. You never really know a couple. You never really know what social media is really about. That's why we say it's a facade. Don't be following all these couples that you see online. You don't know what they're going to behind closed doors.
Exactly. You need to look past that and look at the real. Look at your friends. Look at your mothers, your aunties. It doesn't matter. Look at the women that you can see in all the gifts you were seeing them getting.
They thought, oh, happy life, happy wife, happy this, happy whole time. Look at what you're going through. Y'all didn't even know.
And that's a real problem that needs to be addressed though, because there's statistics with certain men who watch football games, basketball games, hockey games, doesn't matter what the sport is, but you always seem to take the issue out with your wife or your girlfriend. Your anger is displaced and you have no self-control.
Like why are you directing your anger at people who don't even
sorry, what was she supposed to do? Help you score? Because she can't. That's why your points is down. Because you're a loser.
So guys, we're gonna watch a video now and then play it for you guys.
When are y'all gonna believe me? Like, when are y'all gonna believe me for real? I tell y'all, every single man cheats. Every single one. And if you think yours not, he is. He is. They all do it. They all do it. It's just the good ones don't get caught. Y'all can't say I never told y'all. I told y'all.
And guys, like I said, I just want to reiterate, you never really know somebody. All men do cheat. They do cheat. Even the nice ones. The girl said even the nice ones in the video. Somebody like Klay Thompson, if you look at his demeanor, his stature, his personality.
Even the way he looks.
The way he talks, the way he comes across. She probably thought he was a gentleman. She thought this is Mr. Right. She left all the industry niggas, all the hood niggas, all them was there sorry to throw you under the bus. You two left you where you
even
was.
Party, like, listen, she had an aesthetic of men that she would go for. We all seen it.
She had a range.
In a category right there. Did you get it?
Yeah.
So, you know, people would think, oh yeah, those are the ones that cheat. Based on face value, you would think,
yeah,
those are the ones that cheat. However, it's not just them. You can go for a guy who...
Basketball players too.
Exactly. You can go for a guy who looks like he's got everything, like he's a good man. And yet, at the end of the day, they're still cheating. You cannot win. You can't. Like, and this is the thing, I've been seeing comments of people saying, oh, she should have known, she should have this. You guys love to turn it around and blame it on the woman. But at the end of the day, they're not, like, how are they supposed to know?
You never really know someone, literally, until it happens to you.
Exactly, you have to take the person as they are. And when they show you who they are, then you believe them. She showed him.
And she left.
He's an undisciplined person who lacks self-control, who is not fit to be in a marriage, nothing like that. And she left.
Yeah.
Before that, she wouldn't have known. How are people supposed to know? So before you turn around and say, oh, she would... I even seen some people saying she was doing too much cooking and do-da-da. You love to blame the woman.
You would have did the same. You do the same for that nigga every week. Don't even play.
Right. You love to blame the woman. You love to turn around and say, oh, she did this, or it's because of that. Some people even saying it's karma. Like, shut up.
Karma for what?
Let's focus on the topic.
Quit to blame a woman
that cheated.
What's it called? Call this nigga out for what he did. He the one that cheated.
I'm
not her. She didn't cheat. He did.
So stop shifting
the blame. Stop displacing anger to her.
It's like, you know what? When a guy cheats, people love to find all the other reasons of why he could have cheated instead of just taking it for what it is. A man with no self-control.
Maybe she didn't do this, or maybe he did that. Like, no. Who want to be doing a guessing game in their own relationship?
There's no guessing. We don't need to look at 100 reasons of why a man can't keep his pants. There's only one. But so let's watch the last video, guys. Let's see another opinion from another TikToker. We can see what she's talking about. Let's evaluate.
I never stopped being concerned about Megan's mental health. Never. Like, even after she got comfortable, even when her and Klay popped out and she was happy, and you know, I liked what we seen from him then. But knowing all that she's gone through and knowing the hurt that she carries, I was always real sensitive with her. You know what I'm saying? So seeing this just pissed me off. Seeing this really pissed me off. Because now I'm even more worried than I was before, because she felt like she found a person that she can love, trust, all of the things, and now this. Like, come on now. And then something else I started thinking about was the fact that men tried to not only shame him for being with her, but they also have said disrespectful stuff about Megan, and he's defended her. But then you do that. You do that. You give people ammunition to sit up here and laugh at her, to antagonize her after you already knew what she went through. And before anybody talks about how it wouldn't have been public and she not made it public, I don't blame her, because we would have noticed that they weren't together anymore. People would have speculated. They would have dug. Y'all would have found out some stuff on y'all's own, knowing y'all. But also, it would make him look good, like things were amicable. Like they just decided to split peacefully. And that's not fair. That's not fair to her. I just hate this for her. For her to be such a beautiful, amazing, high-spirited person, I hate this for her.
Megan wanted us to know it was Klay's fault. Yeah. Look how she started off, cheating. That man embarrassed her straight away. She wants you to know it wasn't her fault. It was by his doing. Exactly. She did everything she needed to do in her power to be a good girlfriend. Right. It was him.
And the thing is, he knows she's lost her mom, her dad. She's been shot. She's been cheated on before. She's gone through so much stuff. So for him to do this is even worse than the way we're reacting. It's even worse.
He knows what she went through.
Exactly. So it's good that she didn't give him the benefit of not announcing it, because what that would have done was left everyone to speculate and everyone to create their narratives and give more people ammunition to bash her, because that's what people love to do. They love to take situations that
bad things and then bash her for it after.
So no, we're not doing that. She said, listen, he cheated, he did this and that, and that's what it is.
That's it. She called it off. She said, bye y'all. She finished it off with saying bye y'all.
No, why let him link her? Call these men out. Listen, if more of you called men out and left the way Megan did when they cheat, a lot of these men I don't think will be cheating. Because there's a lack of consequence.
She knew it too.
We know in the world,
she don't want to be grouped as the bird brain. You already know there's a bird brain pandemic going on. She's no nonsense, no tolerance. She stated what happened between them and she left it at that.
Yeah, and she left it at that. And that's a consequence of his action. So listen, if anyone's going to take from this, take that. If somebody does you wrong, you give them the consequence. Give them what they're looking for, because that will teach them. You don't go around doing that shit, because a lot of these men cheat because they know you're going to take them back. They know nothing's going to happen from it, and that's why there's so many cheaters. Because men they're not disciplined enough. They're not. So start disciplining. But thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys think about this whole breakup situation.
Yeah.
And yeah. Bye guys, bye.